Hey, what's up everybody? It's Dave. I am continuing on with the restoration of my 1973 Honda TL125 Trials bike. And today I'm focusing my attention on the seat. And while this seat, which I believe is the original seat for this bike, is in fantastic condition, it just doesn't look good enough for me. So the rest of the bike is coming out fantastic. So I want to take and cover this seat up. Went out and bought a new cover for it. So I'm going to remove the cover, see what I got to work with, and then I'm going to try to install this brand new cover with very little wrinkles and get it as tight as possible and get it looking brand new. So let's get right into it. Alright, so here we are. I want to remove this cover, and when I look underneath it, it looks like it is secured on just by a bunch of sharp spikes that are poked through the cover and then bent over so they stay in place. So I'm going to straighten up these spikes, lift the cover off, and hopefully when I lift these spikes up, they're not going to break, because that'll be a big problem if it does. So let me start by straightening out a couple of them. And hopefully they don't break. So that's what I'm going to do, all the way around it. Okay, there it is. I have to be very careful now because we got a bunch of these sharp spikes sticking up everywhere, so I got to be careful when I grab a hold of this thing, but none of them broke off. And the pad is in good shape. It's got a nice shape to it. It's nice and firm, so this is all good so far. I don't know if this is glued in place. If I can. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I've got the cover off. We'll get the foam pad off. And so now I've got this thing here that I want to kind of, might as well do it right if you're going to do it. So let me put this in my glass cabinet. We'll get it all cleaned up. And then we'll give it a quick shot of paint. And that's what I'm going to do. So let me put this in my glass cabinet and I'll be right back. And here we are after just 2 or 3 minutes in the glass cabinet. All cleaned up. Ready for a coat of paint. So let's shoot this with some gloss black paint and get it looking good. Because this will be seen when you remove the seat. People are going to see this side of it. Okay, now a quick shot of black paint. This thing looking nice. Okay, so here I am. It's the next day. Yesterday it was raining and the humidity was 97%, and this thing just would not dry. And I knew I was going to be grabbing it and manhandling it and stretching stuff on it. And it's got to be super dry to be really grabbing a hold of it. So here we are the next day. It came out nice. And so let's continue on. So now the next thing I think I want to do is to attach the foam seating to it. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to spray some adhesive on the bottom of the seat, and then we'll stick the foam cushion to it, so it should all be one piece and stay together. All right, so I'm going to spray some adhesive on the foam, and then we're going to stick it onto the base of the seat so it stays in place while I'm trying to stretch everything in place. And that should be plenty. All right, and now, again, I got to be careful with this thing. It's got all these sharp spikes. Got to be careful when I'm handling this thing, but all right, so now the cushion is attached. And so this should stay in place while I'm trying to stretch my new cover all over it. So the next thing I want to do, I've got this piece of rubber coping or protective material to put over the sharp edge of this stamped steel seat base, because the vinyl is going to be stretched tightly over this lip, which is kind of sharp, and if just left bare like this would probably cut through the vinyl pretty quickly. So they've got this little piece of rubber protection here, and so I'm going to put this on this seat all the way around to kind of soften this sharp edge of the stamped steel base. And so now the vinyl is going to stretch over this nice soft edge instead of this sharp edge. Gotta watch myself because I got all of these sharp teeth sticking out, trying to bite me the whole time I'm doing this. Okay, so there's that. So now we got a nice soft lip to stretch the vinyl around. So far so good. Now let's see how this is going to go. Hopefully this works out well. I'm not a big pro at this, but it doesn't look awfully complicated, but that doesn't mean it's easy. I think what I'm going to do is kind of warm this up so it's more pliable and stretchable. So I'm going to get a heat gun. I'm going to heat this vinyl up and then get a nice tight stretch on it because I don't want any wrinkles on it. But, I mean, the first initial fit is nice. And let me warm this up a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to start. Should I start on the ends and get it tight, or the sides? I think I'm going to start on the ends to try to get it tight. Got a couple back here and one up front. I just want to make sure things are straight and they're not crooked. That looks pretty good so far. So far, so good. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. And I'm just gonna see if I can kind of glue these things down. Glue this loose end of it down. And then I should be in business. And the final thing is to put these brackets on, which are the mounting brackets. Just let me glue these down here a little bit. And then I should be in good shape. Okay, here I am. I'm pretty happy with this. This thing looks pretty good. You know, the seat comes out. There's no wrinkles in it anywhere. It looks good all the way around. Both sides look nice. Beautiful. The back looks good, freshly painted. I had all these spikes. I just stuck, the vinyl through it and then bent them back over. I'm good with that. I'm happy. All right, let's set it down on the bike and see what it looks like. Okay, let's just kind of, I'm not going to attach this yet because I still got to get the tank back off. So I'm just going to set it on here to see what it kind of looks like. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, that looks very nice. Very, very happy with that. And again, it looks from close up, looks like it's brand new. Of course, because it is. The cover is. Very thrilled, very happy with that. So there it is. The seat is now done. I still have to do a little bit of work on the gas lines from the tank to the curb, and then the exhaust. It's probably my last biggest project. So look forward to a video for the exhaust, but for now the seat is done and it looks nice. So there you have it. The seat to my 1973 Honda TL 125. Thanks for watching.